The change in time and weather, along with the stress of the holiday season, can really take a toll on mental health. And here now with some tips on how people can take better care of their minds is life coach Jessica Zemple. Jessica, good morning. It's nice to see you.
Thank you.
Okay, so tell us what we need to know. It's the holidays, it's the hustle and bustle, and it gets pretty hectic.
It does. So my first recommendation is lock yourself in your room and binge on Netflix and put a sign that says do not open until January 1st.
That'd be nice if you could do that.
And if you can't, it's really about slowing down and being present. I think that's really the best gift you can give yourself and others at this time, because there's so much happening that we often get lost in all of the activity and commotion.
Yeah, because it can get overwhelming. There's a lot of holiday parties. There's Christmas or holiday gifts, Christmas gifts that you got to get for people, and you got your list you got to get. So it can be really stressful.
Absolutely, and that's why I think it's important to have boundaries and giving yourself permission to say no. So if there are invitations that just don't feel aligned with you, say no, and don't try to do everything. And also with the financial requirements of some of these things, it also helps with that too, so we can feel better and stay in alignment with our goals through the holidays.
Yeah, exactly. And that's not to mention politics.
Yes.
You family gatherings, holiday gatherings, and people start talking politics. Oh, can things go south?
Absolutely. And that's where I think it's important to stay curious rather than just jump into assumptions around people and why they're doing things or saying certain things. Get curious, and often there's a really positive intention behind what somebody's doing, even if it's different than how we might live or how we might be in the world.
Can you give us some examples of how to set boundaries?
Yeah, so one would be time, saying, hey, I would love to join for dinner, but I need to be home by 8 to recharge for tomorrow. Another one with financial boundaries would be, let's do gifts this year, but let's do something creative and do experiences rather than spend money. Another one with the politics would be something like, you know, I really appreciate your perspective, but I'd rather talk about something different. Tell me something special that happened to you this year. So just redirect things and find where those edges are for you to feel better.
Yeah, you really do have an opportunity. And if you're asking questions, you're leading the conversation.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
So your questions can be powerful, and that's one way to steer as that's the term that you use.
Yep, that's
awesome.
Exactly right.
Do you have a website people can go to?
I do. It's lifeshucker.com. And the whole metaphor is that we are pearls, and it's the grit in our life that makes us so beautiful. And we have shells around our pearls that we've got to shuck open with love.
Okay.
And so that's where Shucker comes from.
Okay, tell us again.
Lifeshucker, SHUCKER.com.
That's what I thought. Okay. Jessica Zemple, nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Appreciate your time.